Hey, Whippersnappers, this is Tortoise the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of ARK Survival Evolved. Today, we've got a little bit of just housekeeping stuff we've got to do around the island, actually. One of those things is, well, all of it today is going to be related to our kibble/poop factory, over here, over at the Poop Shack. Poop Shack, the Poop Shack. Poop Shack, baby. Alright, so, I mentioned in a previous episode that while we were on break for Thanksgiving, neither Jay or I really was able to get on a ton, and so all of our crops ended up dying because we weren't able to keep up with the fertilizer production because it just takes way too long to wander around picking up poop from everybody, because you need like 6 poop per bin to get like full capacity going, and it takes forever to get that picked up at this point. Even with the amount of dinos we have, it's just kind of a pain. And so one of the things I want to work on today is, well, I want to remedy that. I saw something recently, and I haven't done a ton of research on this game. I mean, I've watched some people play and stuff like that, and I look at the wiki when I've got specific issues. But beyond that, I haven't really done like a lot of in-depth research. But, so this is probably old news to you guys, but I saw in, I think it was, one of the guys I watch, Vintage Beef, who I'm sure you guys are familiar with, he recently, oh good, it's foggy. I'm recording, so it's gotta be foggy, otherwise you guys would be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, and it's raining now too. Good, great. Beef has started playing ARK, and I saw in one of his recent episodes, he was doing a tour with Etho and Paws, and, still gonna do stamina a little bit, I think. And he was doing a tour, and Etho showed then this trick with Phiomias, that if you feed Phiomias a bunch of stem berries, they will, like, crazy poop all the stuff. Just poop and poop and poop and poop, and it's insane. And I was like, well, I don't have Phiomias, but what I do have in abundance is stem berries. I take Tiny out and we'll get hundreds of stem berries, and I normally toss them because like narco berries I can turn into narcotics, but I don't really use stimulants for anything, and I mean occasionally we'll use stem berries for something, but it's not something that I really keep in stock. And so I was like, well, if we could get a couple of Phiomias together, I could have like quick on-demand poop apparently for the factory here, as opposed to having to wander around to every dino and pick things up and things like that. And because this thing didn't really work like it was supposed to, like you'll see this poop will roll off and it'll probably fall through the, yeah, it hits the wall there and then lands inside. The raptor poop falls outside. These things are never lined up. Like, look, here's a poop from Mara just sitting on the ledge there. Like, you can never get it lined up just enough. Can I actually, she's got a level up here. Let's, I guess melee damage. Bunch of melee damage. But yeah, so this thing never really ended up working out quite as well as I would like, and there's a couple of renovations that I'd actually like to make to it here at some point as well. Like, we don't need both preserving bins, and this refrigerator is kind of just sticking out. I kind of wish Jay had destroyed this preserving bin and just put that in its space instead, but you know, it's whatever. I actually have access to electronic stuff now, so I can potentially make those changes myself. But okay, so this one is full. How are we doing? Okay, so that one's full. Alright, so anyway, the fact of the matter is, you know, it's not that interest is waning in this game for me, but I've got other things I need to do than to be constantly getting on, running around gathering poop, running around getting food, running around getting fuel. It ends up being a very grindy game because you can't just like, okay, I'm going to take a couple weeks break from ARK and do some other stuff. I can't just get on and do fun stuff because then everybody starves to death, or, you know, our generators stop running, or, you know, our crops all die, or, you know, whatever. And so I want to get it as easy as we can. And so we've gotten to gasoline here, and so it uses, like, gasoline can run forever. We can generate a lot of gasoline, so that's pretty easy at this point. We don't have to spend all the time grinding out spark powder. Food is easy enough to get, I guess, for the most part, although that's still a little bit grindy. You gotta take a dino, either lock out in the ocean. I don't enjoy going out in the ocean a lot. I'm not real good at that. And my oxygen's not good enough to really be out there a lot, so I generally end up taking the Spino around the island or something. and getting meat that way, and then we'll get berries with Tiny and all that. Ooh, speaking of Tiny, let's well, Violet's here. Violet is Jay's Argentavis, but let's head over. And I want to show you guys the aviary. I've been doing a lot of work on that since I showed it to you guys last time. And so I've got the base fully in. I ended up doing a little bit of a design in the floor with the wood, just a little ring there. And then I've got the walls up, and I'm starting to put on the ceiling, or I guess it's the ceiling of this level, the floor of the next level. And so we've got some good space there. It feels nice and open with the mammoth. I've currently got Tiny up here as our berry gatherer. Although I was never going to build a place big enough for Tiny to fit in, so she's just going to get parked outside. I'm thinking I do need a pack mule, and so while I never really intended to pick up a Paraceratherium, I think they've got really high weight capacities, so we might actually at some point here soon go out and hunt down a Paraceratherium, because they'll be a little smaller and easier to manage. Tiny's kind of excessively large, and so I've been using her as a pack mule. Because Fluffy, even though Fluffy's got like 600 weight, she's still like half of what Tiny has just innately. And so it just got to the point where as I'm doing gathering, like all the dinos have such low weight capacities that, doing things like, I don't know, doing things without a huge weight capacity pack mule is kind of obnoxious. So when I'm gathering tons of stone and tons of wood and stuff for all the builds I'm doing right now, you need a little bit more. So we may go tame a Paraceratherium at some point, but today we are going to instead be taming a Phiomia or two. I think I'm probably going to do two. We'll get a mate boosted pair, and I don't really care a ton about much. These guys are just going to be poop farms. A level 1 Phiomia, that's kind of funny. Let's see if we can't find something that's potentially a little bit higher level. Let me see if I need to adjust my gamma there. Yep, there we go. Let's do a quick lap. We'll see if we can't find some Phiomias. In fact, I need to, before we get too deep into that, I need to quickly grab a couple of crops. Apparently Phiomias don't use kibble at all, which I guess they're supposed to be so early game that there's not a point in probably having a kibble response for them. So I'm gonna grab we'll just grab, I'll grab a stack of carrots here. Maybe? Well, that should be enough for now. Let's do a quick lap. Let's see if we can't find anything that looks interesting enough. If there's nothing but like levels 1s and 2s or whatever, we'll just grab the first couple we see. I'm not really, these are purely poop factory ones. I would like to get a mate boosted pair just for giggles. But, some of these, the ones I'm finding even are like the most boring looking Phiomias I've ever seen. It's a level 2 female. But sometimes you'll find them look at like bright purple spots or bright pink or bright green or, so if we can find an interesting looking Phiomia, that might be ideal as well. But again, in the end, we might just settle because it doesn't matter. I'm just going to pump these things full of stimberries so we can watch them, generate crap by the load and just call it a day. Ooh, we've got a Bronto egg, which I really want. But let's kill the Bronto first before he gets crazy, and then we'll come back. I guess it's probably a she, since she's the only Bronto in the area, and there's an egg. But I usually just get the egg and then, take the consequences later. But we might as well kill this thing while we're at it. It's not worth getting caught off guard off the bird picking up an egg. There we go. All right, and we'll clear this out so we can actually see what we're doing. All the things. All right. Wonder if that Bronto over there is close enough to aggro when I pick this up. I guess we'll see. Oop. Bird brain, you're in the way. There we go. Lots of poop on the side of the island here. You mad, bro? You mad? No. Alright, great. It might be, I guess. I don't know. They're kind of slow-moving creatures. It's hard to tell when they're angry and when they're not. Alright, so I think there was only like 2 Phiomias on the island at this point, which is kind of funny. So let's go over here. Hope that one of these is a male and one of these is a female. And we'll get the 2 ugliest Phiomias anybody's ever seen. And go ahead and... okay, so... This is a female. Alright, So level 1 female, I'm guessing we can put this down without too much effort. Okay, Trike, don't be difficult here. Trike, you keep like stopping as soon as I look up, and then like as soon as I go to aim. Alright. Come on, Phiomia. Go down. It's gonna hit some rocks there at the end, hopefully. Get stuck. A level 1, I would think, should go down without... There we go. I was gonna say, it shouldn't take too much to get it down. Alright, so let's access the inventory here. We'll put these carrots in. I'll put a handful of narcotic. Eaten already. That's a good sign. Oh, wow. They're kind of gluttons, huh? Oh, wait. I guess some of that was narcotic. Alright. We're probably good there. Alright, so let's go knock out the other one. Jump back on Violet. And we'll go find that other Phiomia. Although that one was a female too. So maybe we'll do a little bit of killing of stuff. Do a little bit of killing of stuff. That could be fun. And try and get some more spawns going. We'll, this is kind of a pack of people here. We'll avoid that. This is Jay's Argentavis. Don't want to get it killed. Its stats are doing okay. I'm not too worried about it. But that's alright. We'll do another loop here. There's gotta be a male Phiomia on the island somewhere. Sometimes they hang out up top too. So let's take a quick look while that thing is taming. We'll take a look. See if we can't find somebody hiding in a crevice or something. Just need a male Phiomia. Never had such hard time finding Phiomias on this island. Seems like we've got all the worthless dinos in abundance. Although Phiomias ended up being useful. Who knew? Who knew? And we needed to tame one anyway. Eventually I want to get one of everything. Not that we'll keep one of everything, but I want to tame one of everything because we've got the dossiers or whatever. I want to have them all accessible. Alright, here's this, probably that other ugly Phiomia that we saw. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh no, this one's got purple spots or something. Light blue. Are you a male? Please be a male. Yes. Alright. Here we go. Actually, I think we can pick it up without angering it or scaring it. So let's do that. And we'll take it over by the other Phiomia. And then we'll knock it out so I don't have to worry about running all over the island like we did with the Ankylosaurs. You guys remember when we tamed Dolly? I had two Ankylosaurs going, but they were on the opposite ends of the island, and it was kind of a hassle flying back and forth. So yeah, our other Phiomia's up there. We'll set this guy down. They don't have real high torpidity, so I probably do need to get back and check on our other one here. Alright, you sit down. Alright. Let's get... Turn around. Oh, wow. Headshot for the win. Alright, that works. Let's check on our lass over here. And then we will run and get some more crops because I think we're probably gonna need more. Yeah, man, he's just an eating machine. Let me drop a couple more narcotic in here. Get those nice and doped up. Let's see, we dropped off like 50. She's already through like 25. She should have plenty. And I'll go grab a stack of something else, and we'll get our dude going. And then we should have a nice, quick, mate-boosted pair of Phiomias. I think we've got like a half dozen Phiomia saddles just lying around. Ooh, Falco laid an egg for me. What a good girl. All right. I think what were the Argentavis eggs for? Something important. I'm not remembering at the moment. We'll just use the corn, because why not? It'll repopulate before I care again. Fly over here. Well, this will be exciting. And that one looked like it was taming nice and quick. Our taming multiplier works out in our favor at this point. Plus, we got nice low-level ones. I mean, again, they're just poop factories. I have no intention of using them for anything else. I know Elwyn had a battle Phiomia that she that she killed Jay at some point. But I don't have any such intentions, if I'm being honest. So low-level one should work. I don't think there's any relation to level and in poop production. So, yes, Bronto. You're very loud and stompy and in my way constantly. It's fantastic. All right, how are we doing, lass? Perfect. All right, so she's going to tame any second here. What, one more bite? What a good girl. Perfect. All right, and we got the dossier because we were nearby. Domesticated is completely possible to ride a Fiume around. They are a meager choice. They work very well, however, as pack mules, as I've seen some communities keeping a herd of these around as livestock. The Fiume require protection, though, as they are terrible fighters. All right, so there we go. We got the Fiume dossier, and I'll let you guys name these, I guess. If you guys have suggestions for just poop farm, pig, elephant things, are you following me? Yeah. Oh gosh, I thought that said I thought that said she was level 60 there for a second. I was like, what? If you guys had noticed, I made it to level 60, which is exciting. Oh yeah, this guy's already almost half tamed. Let me. Ooh, I'm starving. That's less than ideal. All right, let me eat up here. I've got food on me, so it's not necessary to starve to death. Let's run over to the storage room while we've got a couple of seconds waiting for that other Fiume. We'll grab a couple of saddles, and then maybe while we're also waiting, I'll go ahead and get Tiny out for a second, get some stim berries going. Let's see. All right, so saddles right here, and yeah, we've got so many Fiume saddles that I'm like, we're never gonna use these. So now we've got 2 Fiumes. All right, here we go. Okay, 1, you can have that. I'm gonna take this back. You can keep the carrots. I'm gonna ride you now. Aw, yeah. Look at us. Super overweight capacity already. What a worthless mount. I was thinking, like, when they run from you, they're actually kind of quick. If you can boost up the weight capacity so that it's not encumbered while you're riding it, might actually be a decent mount in a pinch. Maybe early game would have been a better choice, but I pretty much got Neko like as my second dinosaur, so alright, she's really slow. Alright, come on, Piggy. Miss Piggy. Maybe that's what we'll call her. Call this guy Wilbur, that guy Miss Piggy. If you guys don't have any suggestions, that's what I'm going to do. If I don't get any suggestions on this episode, you're only getting one chance. Otherwise, it's becoming Wilbur and Miss Piggy. Kind of like this guy. He's kind of cool looking with the light blue splotches or whatever. Alright, so close to taming. Alright, well, he tames because I don't actually need to be here. You stay there. Let's go do a quick swipe with Tiny. And we'll get some stim berries so we can do a test run here as we get close to the end. She sits next to this nice patch of grass here. We should get a reasonable amount of stim berries. She can anger things just by like stepping on them, kind of like when we went to get the Rex, and Jay was trying to kill like Coelacanths and trilobites and stuff by just sprinting through the water, and he was able to do it eventually. Apparently, you can kill or hurt stuff with Tiny just by walking on them. There we go. 20 stim berries at least with there. Oh, killed trike. Didn't even see it. That happens a lot with Tiny. She's pretty bare. Oh, there it is down there. All right. And I wanna let's do that swipe. All right. Let's take a look at her. Okay. We got 100 stim berries there. 24 there. Perfect. Yeah, that should be enough. I need to get some of that thatch and stuff out of her. I'm running out of thatch in my poop shack. I've been using a lot of thatch for the builds, so I haven't been keeping the poop shack very well stocked. But, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Alright. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. Once this level is done up here at the aviary, so the utility dinos will be down in this parking garage. I've got openings on this side, on the back, and this side, because I'm going to actually put a bridge across the cove to the other cliff just for giggles. And so we can get over a little bit easier. So I've got entrances on both sides, and once the roof is on that one, we'll go ahead and oh, they're mate boosted. How cute! We'll go ahead and get the next layers on, which are going to be the parking garage for the flyers for both Jay and I. Alright, so we've got this guy, which, alright, you follow me, and you follow me, and then Violet, you come with me. We're gonna head over to the poop shack, because that's where I need the poop. And we're gonna park these guys over there. We'll have them just hanging out somewhere, probably in the back. I've moved the feeding trough to the front of the poop shack now, so that Locke and our ichthyosaur can take part. They weren't in range when it was in back, so I moved it up front so that they could get access to it. I didn't want to have another trough to feed them, so it made sense. Oh wow. Pigs are slow, huh? Come on! Are they following the bird or are they following me? Where are they? What are they doing exactly? They're following me. I'm over here, dummies. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so they're gonna hang out. Let me get them separated a little bit here. I know you guys are already attached at the hip. It's very cute. But, let's just get little Piggy, Miss Piggy going here. So, if we fill her with stimberries and we remote use the crap out of this, look at that, she's just pooping. So we use like 24 and we got a bunch of poops. And so she can just go for days. So that'll make it a lot easier. I've got access to tons of stimberries, and so it'll be a lot easier to gather this stuff in the future if I can just use up some of these essentially worthless stimberries. If I can use them to just kind of crank out all the poop I need, then that works out pretty nicely for me. I'm not mad at it if I can just, look at all this stuff piled up back there. My gosh, these guys are perfect. I hope this isn't a glitch that they're like, oh, that shouldn't happen, let's fix that, because then I just tamed 2 Phiomias for no reason. But look at all this. So much poop. They're like their own little poop farms. I didn't even need this whole building. I could have just tamed a Phiomia, and it would have been perfect. But yeah. So this is gonna work out nicely, and their mate boosted just giggles. They didn't even require kibble to tame, so it's like, why not? And we got lucky to find that dude. So, but yeah, look at my inventory. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay now. We should have no trouble keeping our fertilizer amounts up. I can get on in like 5 minutes, get stimberries, crank out all the poop we could possibly ever need. Oh, and I did that. We only have one more bin to fill. That's a lot of poop going to waste, but that's alright. At this point, it's not a rare commodity anymore. So, I think I'd put some somewhere. It's probably despawned at this point. It doesn't last very long outside of the preserving bin. Put that Bronto egg in there. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tormer the Great, and you guys have been great. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of us increasing the efficiency of our poop gathering apparatus. That's awesome. I'll find a nice secluded corner for these Phiomias to get tucked, and if you guys have any suggestions on what we should name them, feel free to let me know. I'd love to get your guys' opinions on that. I think if I leave him there. Yes, he's still in range, and he's got more poop in him, which is fantastic. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tormer the Great, and you guys have been great. This is going to make my life so much easier than having to run around. I mean, sometimes I can spend 10, 20 minutes, half hour, just, getting all the poop together to fill our bins. Because I don't want these crops to die, because they're kind of take a long time to get set back up, and I want to, because we only really need them in a pinch. Like, it's never when I'm like, oh, we could potentially use crops. It's just like, in a pinch, I'm like, alright, I want to make kibble, so let's go ahead and get all the kibble stuff, going. And so I need crops just on hand at that point. And they don't last a real long time. I should look. Oh gosh. All the poop. I should look and see. I put some crops in here not too long ago. So I guess they last a reasonable period of time in the bin, probably like 8 or 9 hours, I would guess. Because these are all been ticking down for a bit, I would assume. So probably 9 to 10 hours, probably, since the last ones, went bad. So realistically, I could pick crops and put them in here, but I think they last forever if they're in the plot. That could be wrong, but maybe not. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Torm with the Green. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys. And I will see you all back here next time on the next episode of ARK Survival Evolved. Have a good one, guys. See ya!